Alright gang, we are going to replace the rear brake pads for the Honda CBR650. So let's go. Before you start the replacement, these are the things that you need. The first one is the brake pads. And then you will need a flathead screwdriver, a T and a ratchet wrench. You will need 3 different size of socket. The first one is 8mm, the second one is 12, and the last one is the 14mm. You will need the 8mm for this, 12 for this, and this is 14. The first step is to loosen this bolt while the caliper is still on the bike, because it will be easier. If the caliper is taken out, then you have a problem to hold to the caliper. So you just loosen this up. And then we can remove these 2 bolts. This is using size 12. The other one is using size 14. Once the 2 bolts have been removed, you can pull the whole caliper up. These are the old brake pads already worn out. You can put them back to their place. And then with a flathead screwdriver, you can push back the piston into the caliper. You need to do this because you need space for the new brake pads. Try to get the piston in as much as possible because the new pads which are thicker, and I'm using a long nose pliers. It is okay for the old brake pads to be scratched because we won't be using them anymore. I think that will do. Once the piston is all the way in, you can remove the 8mm bolt to take out the pads. Just in case it fell off, there is a piece of metal here that goes like that. And there is also a piece of spring that goes inside here with the smaller part at the bottom like this. Now we can put in the new pads. It goes like this, and then put in the size 8 bolt to secure the pad like so. We can put a bit of thread locker here on the thread and here. Now we can put the caliper back in. Make sure the edge of the pad here seated properly here. Both sides of the pad should be seated properly. Now you can put back the bolts. You can put a bit of grease on the shaft. For the other one too, you can put a bit of grease on the shaft. So we can tighten all the bolts back. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure all the bolts are tightened and we are done. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.